Morning, all. All right, so 4 series, of course, in the second round. We're going to preview them all today. And, of course, that includes me pointing out how the community vote's going so far. And so we got Colorado and St. Louis. First up, Colorado's been waiting a while. Sometimes it's not to the benefit of the team that sweeps the previous round. We saw a couple of years ago where if you sweep one round, you get swept the next. So I do expect there to be some vote for St. Louis. Currently, we have 16% of the vote is for St. Louis to win this round. And Colorado is my cup pick. They are my cup pick. When I came to doing the bracket challenge, I just went through it and I was like, yeah, I think Colorado's going to win it. So we'll see what happens, right? So for St. Louis, we'll look at their side of things first. In round one, they win in 6, 4-2 over the Minnesota Wild. They scored 3.67 goals per game in that series. They allowed 2.67 goals per game. So exactly a 1-goal differential in each game for them. Their special teams were excellent, 30.8% on the power play and 83.3% on the penalty kill. So honestly, St. Louis had a pretty fantastic first round. Plus, they rediscovered Jordan Binnington. 943 save percentage for Binnington. For Husso, 906 save percentage before Binnington came in and replaced him. Their leading scorer is David Perron. 5 goals, 4 assists for 9 points in 6 games. Ryan O'Reilly has 5 goals and 3 assists for 8 points in 6 games. And both of them key goals at key times. Colorado needs to figure out a way to shut them down and watch for St. Louis's depth as well. Both of these teams have a lot of depth, though. Jordan Kyrou, 6 games, 3 goals, 1 assist for him. Parayko, 6 games, 1 goal, 3 assists, 4 points for him. So Kyrou and Parayko both putting up points. Brandon Saad's outside the top 5, so the lines for below the top 5 players I want to talk about. Saad, of course, might be motivated against Colorado. 1 goal, 2 assists, 3 points for him. Thomas, just the 3 assists in 6 games. Feels like he should have more. He'll probably get more. And Barbashev, coming off of a career year, just the 1 assist in 6 games in the first round against the Minnesota Wild. So he's due for at least a goal in this round, too. Now, on the Colorado side, of course, they swept the first round. And dominant fashion. They got 5.25 goals per game against Nashville. They allowed 2.25. I do not expect that trend to continue, but with St. Louis, I do think Colorado beats them. I don't think it's going to be a sweep, but we'll see what happens. And what happens may result in these special teams numbers changing a bit. The power play number, especially on the Colorado side, seems a little high, 43.8%. So I don't think they'll get there again against St. Louis. We'll see. Their penalty kill, 76.9%. Considering they swept Nashville, it feels like that's kind of low, but it's 4 games. So yeah. Darcy Kemper, 934 save percentage. Francouz in relief, 902 save percentage for him. So we'll see how things go in this one. You have to think Kemper's going to be the starter, right? I haven't seen whether or not he's playing. I would imagine. Anyways, Makar had a remarkable first round. 3 goals and 7 assists for 10 points in 4 games. Now, when I see comparisons with Paul Coffey, it makes me scratch my head a bit. I would compare him more readily to Brian Leetch. I think with his two-way game combined with his speed and creativity, I would go more with Leetch than with Coffey, who was basically a rover and a forward during a lot of his peak years and fantastically talented. But on the defensive side, I don't think he was as strong as Makar has been, which is a compliment to Makar, not a slight on Coffey. McKinnon, 4 games, 5 goals, 1 assist, 6 points. There are those who say that McKinnon won't win in the playoffs and he's not blah, blah, blah. His points per game in the playoffs are remarkable. He hasn't been the reason why they've lost in the second round as often as they have. So this is the year that they're trying to, and a lot of us are figuring they will get out of the second round. Landeskog, 4 games, 3 goals, 3 assists. Devon Taves, 4 games, 3 goals, 2 assists, 5 points for him. Rantanen, surprisingly no goals in the first round, but 5 assists in 4 games. And then below that line, you've got Kadri, 4 games, 1 goal, 2 assists, 3 points. He'll be fired up against St. Louis, expecting to see him get some more points there. Bowen Byram just had the 1 assist in 4 games. I like Byram's game a lot. As long as he can stay healthy, I think he'll get some points. And Obey Kubel. No points in the first round, but Obey Kubel, it feels like he might be a guy who gets a key goal at a key point during this series. But this is going to be a fun one. Now, how did things go when they met during the regular season? Well, St. Louis wins 5-3 on October 16th, and then Colorado, they won 4-3 on October 28th, as well as 5-3 on April 26th. So they won 2 out of 3. And then if we look at their all-time playoff record, 2021, it was a 4-0 series win for Colorado. So St. Louis has already been swept by Colorado. They know how that feels. And so there's some motivation on the St. Louis side of things. For Colorado in 2001, they won 4-1 against St. Louis. And of course, that was the last year they won the Stanley Cup. So they're hoping for some good luck from this series and for this to be another step towards Stanley Cup championship. Basically, that Stanley Cup finally coming to Colorado after all these years of waiting around for it. So we'll see if this is the time. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, your pick and all that fun stuff. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.